Teaching speaking. Speaking and writing are the productive skills, and they tend to be difficult, skills of teaching. So there are 5 fundamental factors in planning and the teaching speaking. So you have to remember, first of all, the learner's age, proficiency, and their goals. Also, it is important to remember the program, the curriculum itself, and also the topics being discussed, the 2 languages in the task and for the task, also the activity or task that serves as a vehicle for conversation. So there are so many approaches to teaching speaking. So according to the Richards, he gives, 2 approaches: direct methods, which focused on special features of oral interaction, to taking, for example, topic management, questioning strategies, and so on, and the indirect methods, which create, situations for interactions such as group work, pair work, and so on. So towards communicative competence. Toward to communicative competence, according to Littlewood, there is a continuum of classroom activities to promote communicative competence. So they are controlled performing and the creativity, which includes, memorized dialogues, contextualized drills, cued dialogues, role play, and the improvisation. So creativity also, included the controlled activities. And you have to remember that first English lessons, what kind of students were you? Were you always ready to raise your hand to be invited to speak in the foreign language, or did you hope the teacher did not see you? And therefore, please remember that the English language is a foreign language for your learners. And also 3 reduction activities of getting to know you activities, which promote trust, as well as articulation activities such as icebreakers. And the second, strategy is dialogue building. So the use of cues or prompts to build up dialogues in a commonly used technique. So the cues or prompts determine the content of what is said, and the dialogue building activities can range from being highly controlled to very free. So the next one is gambits, which means producing an appropriate response. So language to indicate the speaker's agreement with what has been said. And the next one is language which indicates polite disagreement. Also language to indicate possible doubts, yes, and the language to provide positive and the negative feedback. So the next activities we call, awareness activities. So students need to become aware of what native speakers do in conversation if they are themselves to achieve communicative competence in the target language. The focus of the awareness activities should target promoting the following issues: development of the abilities to interpret what is being said, and also, a feeling for what is appropriate in conversation, awareness of strategies used to further conversation, and awareness of the target culture. So what can the teacher do to help in the awareness activities? Devise activities. So devise activities help to show that meaning is affected. Also help learners hear the sounds. Point out how to make the sounds and help learners produce them. And also it is very important you should provide feedback. Examples of awareness activities, such as observation tasks, audio recordings of people talking, video recordings of people talking, conversations as they occur in real time. For example, if your learners make a dialogue, you should videotape them, and then after having watched this conversation, you can, give feedback on the speaking skills of your learners. And also sensitivity to the sound system in general, as well as cross-cultural awareness. So, fluency activities. Since you are teaching the speaking skills, it is important that you focus on fluency. So, the communicative needs of the average foreign student fall within a limited range of purposes, the most important of which are the maintenance and development of social relationships, information exchange, cooperative problem solving in English, expressing ideas and opinions. Now we are going to pass on to the techniques and the resources of teaching. Icebreakers. What are the objectives of the icebreakers? Icebreakers create a positive group atmosphere and help students to relax, break down social barriers, also energize and motivate, as well as help students to think outside the box. And therefore, icebreakers are really important stage, I would say, of your classroom. So what is the purpose of using icebreakers in your class? As I have said already, also icebreakers can add fun and the energy in your class. And it also, sets the tone for learning. And the icebreakers must be planned carefully and conducted appropriately. Also, they need to fit in the time frame, and icebreakers also should help, to make students effective filter. Also, they need to somehow tie with the lessons' objectives. And also fluency activities, on the other hand, can provide learners with a chance to recycle. So now we are going to pass on to the, theoretical implications of accuracy versus fluency. So first of all, what is accuracy? So accuracy means, speaking and writing correctly, without any mistakes. So fluency means speaking without hesitation. So overuse of accuracy monitoring can cripple language development, loss of confidence through overcorrection, according to Bromfield. And the too much emphasis on overcorrecting is harmful. For example, causes excessive monitoring in the mind, hinders the natural acquisition of spoken skills, has written down, by Epsworth. Fluency activities, on the other hand, can provide learners with a chance to recycle the language and the vocabulary and help increase confidence. Teachers should allow time for icebreakers and for different games in the classroom. And therefore, please make sure that when you teach speaking as as productive skill, you have to create friendly atmosphere and make sure that you have safe environment, friendly environment for your learners. Thank you for your attention.